Sports Jazz, thank you so much for tuning in. Isaac and Josh, we are back. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitter. Yeah, streaming live. Shout outs to our boys. We're still in that happy mode, Josh, because of what happened. Uh, what happened when? Over the weekend. So it's still a
That's
crazy.
the
It's still crazy anyway. That's how I can put it. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Isaac and Josh, the preview, Manchester United versus Wolves at Old Trafford. Yeah, second leg. We all know what happened the first time we met them in this season. We lost. But Josh, let's slightly rewind it back to what happened midweek on Thursday in the Europa against Lyon. I mean, that's what we call a pure remotanda. I don't know if that's how they
yeah, yeah,
pronounce
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Quite
Remotanda,
incredible.
Remotanda. It was because the things that
Mm.
happened on that night, they will live in our memories for so long. I mean, Man United has been known for leaving it late, especially this season. We've been leaving it late most of the time, but this was the game. This was the game. If you wanted a performance, at least we did get a performance from the Man United players. We dominated the game in the first half. It was a game that we could have won easily, but like like they say, we like to do things the hard way. I mean, 2-0 was not enough for Lyon to keep mum. They just kept asking questions, and in the second half, they got into their mold. They got more comfortable, and they asked questions of Manchester United, and they got back into the game. Tagliafico scored a second goal, which equalized the game and pushed it into extra time. At this point, um, with extra time coming and Manchester United having a very limited bench, you just didn't think that United was ever going to win the game, because when they bring on Lacazette, they bring on Fofana for Lyon. At least they've brought on attackers, but United, when you look at the bench, the players who came on, Kobe Mainu, he's a midfielder, but you're going to choose him to come in attack. Garnacho is a player you want to continue playing, but Garnacho is a bit tired and stuff like that, so you have to hook him off. Then you really don't see how United is going to have any impact going forward. But oh boy, those 8 minutes of madness were quite something, because Man United, through Casemiro, I liked the way Casemiro applied himself on the night, because he showed all the experience
He's
that
one of the unsung
was.
heroes, by the way, of that
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He showed all the he was involved in 3 of the goals,
Mm.
and that's in extra time.
And
So
and
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, that win offered a lifeline for Man United season. Not yet, I mean, not completely, but the win against Lyon on Thursday. I mean, it was with the Europa League on their short. I mean, in other words, one step in front to go for the what? For the Champions League next season. Silverware
yeah,
also could likely come. So quite impressive. Quite
yeah,
impressive.
it was a much needed win, and at 4-2, you didn't think that United was coming back, but the 8 minutes of madness, Casemiro applied himself very well on the pitch. He added into the attack. He won the penalty which Bruno Fernandes scored, and
Mm.
Kobe Mino, with all the composure in the world, scored a worldie to make it 4-4 before Casemiro found Harry Maguire for the winner in
Maguire.
the last kick of the game. I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. Those the heroics of that night are still with us, and these are memories we shall have for a very long time.
But by the way, you know that match is the first 9 goal match in the Europa League history. Do you know that?
Yo, no, I didn't.
Well, it was, but yeah, heartbreak for Lyon. I saw their manager saying, or their coach saying, it wasn't right for the players, even all of them anyway, the fans, the players, the bench, for them to celebrate that early after that Lacazette penalty. think they were caught in a moment. They thought everything was done,
Never
only
celebrate early against United.
only for them to concede 3 goals. It was quite stunning, you know. The goal, the fourth goal from Kobe Mino. That the way he
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. But you know
we
that
were
he's
still
capable.
celebrating that goal within a few seconds. Maguire, oh my god, quite a
Yeah, but
fans had gone out, then they had to come back. Impressive.
yeah, Kobe Mino has that in him. He has at least the skill set to pull off a thing like that. He's a
Mm,
guy who is very composed, and the manager was worried about bringing on Kobe Mino earlier on in the game because having been out sidelined, he did
yeah,
not feel that he was ready for the game. He didn't feel that he had the energy to go up and about the pitch, but. I mean, push came to shove, and there was not much he could do but throw in Kobe Mino. That's why when he brought him up front, at least
him and
those were
Maguire were
close.
up front looking
Exactly,
for
those were
goals.
close spaces, and he knows that he has the quality to pull off something like that, and it paid off. It paid off. We did get a goal from Kobe Mino, a very
Yep,
composed finish,
very,
and.
very.
Yeah, we won the game. So we wait until we play Athletic Bilbao.
And but Josh, that's not an easy team. It's not an easy team. Bilbao is
Yeah,
not an easy team.
we're not a very easy team either. I mean,
The
we're
Inaki
unbeaten in this.
brothers,
Yeah, we're unbeaten in this competition. So
the only
we
team
are
that is
also
unbeaten.
yeah, we are also a team that is not very easy to contend with in the Europa League this season. You see,
Mm.
Lazio was taken out by Bodo Glimt, and
I
Lazio seemed like a team that was doing very
I
well
actually
this
thought they were
season.
going to. Yeah, that's correct. I actually thought they were going to squash Bodo Glimt, and it's funny, but Glimt get us rather gave us a bit of hard time. You remember when we played
Oh,
them?
it was such a beautiful game. I liked the way they applied themselves at Old Trafford. I mean,
Mm,
they looked like a very well coached side. They know exactly what to do. They use the ball very well. It's we are just fortunate that we are Manchester United, and we do have players who stood up on the night, and we won the game.
correct. But Josh, maybe one other thing I saw Josh conceding 4 goals, including 2 goals against the 10-man Lyon team. Josh highlighted defensive lapses. Josh, maybe a bit of poor game management too. You know, because to go down 4-2 down in extra time against 10 men, Josh, is nowhere near good enough. But I'm happy we managed to strike back, score 3 goals, and yeah, we knocked them out. We knocked them out. Of course,
But
Maguire and the man of match, Josh, quite
at
impressive.
that
No one
point,
saw that
at
coming.
that point, at that point we were not really concerned about how we were playing the game. We were much concerned about winning this game because
Mm,
yes, the defensive frailties and lapses in concentration were there, like say maybe Lenny Euro should not have um, pressed the ball at that point because he had a player within his vicinity. He had a teammate within his
good
vicinity
player,
with a
Lenny
very
Euro.
but these are things that a 19-year-old can learn. These are things that an 18-year-old can learn. I mean, it
Mm,
is costing us, but he's such a very good player. I mean, at the back, there are things that did not go our way. So maybe we did give away a penalty and things like that. But I think we can get better because defensively, we've actually been a bit sound.
yeah, we've improved anyway. By the way, if you look at how the team is playing right now,
Yeah.
yes, we are not doing so well, but you can see what Amorim is trying to do with the boys, you know. And I'm so happy this season is about to end, but I'll be much more happier if we manage to bag the Europa League under our belt. That will be quite. That will be. It will be a very should I call it that will, a miracle?
Not
It
a
will be a
miracle.
miracle. Not Josh,
Not a
it will be a
miracle,
miracle
but
considering how we've been performing domestically, Josh.
I
We've been
know,
so
I
poor.
know,
We've been
I
so
know.
poor. So if we manage to lift the Europa League, that will be quite exceptional, Josh. And I'll be happy with Amorim. Let them be. In fact, they should back him and give him whatever he wants.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We
Of
have
course,
kids coming through, Josh, next season. Diego Leon,
yeah, 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 yeah. And
Sekou Kone. Mm,
It looks like the club is ready to back him because if you bring a very elaborate manager like Ruben Amorim midway through the season, I
Yeah.
don't think that you can choose not to back him in the window because you knew that he was going to change so many things in that season, and it would be difficult for you to get any momentum if you had probably chosen a less complicated managers who are route one who are tactically route one managers, like say maybe Gareth Southgate, maybe you Thomas
Uh,
Frank. These are
no,
guys
no,
who
I'm
would have
forgetting the
managed
other Gary Potter. Potter is doing well currently,
Graham
Josh.
Potter.
Graham
Graham
Potter, sorry.
Potter. Maybe even Graham Potter is a bit complicated, but these two, these are guys who are going to come with very easy notes. They were
Mm,
going to just maybe like Gareth Southgate, like we saw with England. He was going to set up a base to make sure
yeah.
that defensively he's sound. And unfortunately, he doesn't have Hurricane at United, but so he would never get goals. But at least he would not be he would maybe not be conceding a lot. But for
Well,
me, I was against that idea of managers just for the sake of United doing well this season. I preferred a guy like maybe Ruben Amorim, who is
tear
going
the
to
whole
be,
thing down and start from
yeah, yeah,
from the scratch.
exactly, exactly.
Mm.
Just like the hierarchy at United has been revamped. I just needed a manager who's going to revamp the whole system and bring new ideas and stuff like that.
Well, once again, guys, subscribe, subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz, Josh and Isaac. Yeah, we're talking about briefly about the Ramatanda. There is no way we could have skipped that. That was incredible. What a performance from the boys on Thursday. And yeah, we should do more, guys. We should do more. Please do subscribe. Subscribe. Shout outs to Rasta Stokes. He's still in the moment. I was talking to him a few hours
Yeah.
ago, chatting with him. He's still in that moment. But of course, he
Shout
also
out,
knows we are
Rasta
still
Stokes.
weak. He also knows we are still weak. We are fragile right now, United, like it or not. The way we concede goals is not nice. And of course, the banter boys who are always on the other opposite side. I'm talking about Amore. Sorry, I'm talking about Peace. I'm talking about Aziz, always on the other side. Liverpool people. Anyway, we shall come back for that some other time. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, Sports Jazz. And yeah, just the game on Sunday. Manchester United versus Wolves in the Premier League. We currently have the same points.
No,
Uh,
but
sorry,
they're below us, right?
really? No, I thought
Yeah.
we currently have the same points, honestly speaking. And I'll be
Yeah.
surprised. I thought they had done so well, but I looked at the table and I realized they're also struggling.
Yeah.
They are not doing so well, but they are very good players. And yeah, Josh, they are below us, 3 points below us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. The preview Man United versus Wolves over the weekend, Josh. A game I'm looking out for. We lost to them in the what? The
In the
first
first
round,
leg.
yeah, of the EPL. So I'm not really so sure how we are going to do because they have some very, very little players. In fact, there have been rumors of Manchester United being interested in Matheus Cunha. And yesterday, I saw Ruben Amorim giving him praise and, talking about him. I don't know. Do you think he would be a great addition to the club? Him joining Man United? I mean, he performed so well in EPL. Not very, but yeah, him as a 10, 27 matches, appearances, 14 goals and 4 assists, Josh. What do you think? Would he be a great addition behind the striker for Man United?
Yeah. 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 But first of all, maybe to just give you a heads up on the game itself that we are going to have. You should
Mm,
know that we have underperformed in the Premier League this season, and our position on the log is evidence of that anomaly.
yeah,
I mean, we have struggled. We've really struggled against physical sides, and Wolves is recognized for their physically demanding style of play.
correct.
So, just hoping that the euphoria from our heroics on Thursday night can go a long way into providing a much-needed confidence boost, and going into this fixture.
Correct, correct.
If you do remember, in the first leg, Matthias Cunha scored the first straight from a corner kick. when Onana failed to contend with the swarm of Wolves
Embarrassing
players
for
around him.
Onana.
Yeah.
Embarrassing
Uh,
for Onana.
the second goal too was after Ganacho was outmuscled and the ball taken off him for a counter led by Cunha and
Yeah.
finished by Wang. So
Mm.
I mean, the physicality of this Wolves side um, is really a thing to look out for. But to answer your question on whether Matthias Cunha would be a great fit for Manchester United, I mean, he has been phenomenal for Wolves this season in their bid to avoid relegation.
14 goals and four
Yeah,
assists.
he
That's
scored
quite
14
impressive.
goals, four
Mm.
assists, and it's not a it's 14 goals and four assists is not a mean feat when you're playing for Wolves. I mean, with all due respect to Wolves.
Mm.
But for me, he first caught my eye during Brazil's Olympic gold success in Tokyo in 2020 when he scored 3 goals and 2 assists. I
Mm.
mean, Richarlison was the top scorer of the tournament, but you saw a player who was much more than just scoring goals. He's a versatile right-footed forward who is proven both through the center and when starting wide. But for me, I think he thrives more centrally against imposing central defenders and from where he can dribble and receive between the lines. For that reason, I think he's tailor made for the Premier League. He's that guy that you want to be in
I, ag-
that 10 position of Ruben Amorim.
I agree with you, by the way. I agree with
He
you.
has
He's tailor made for the EPL.
Yeah, he
And
has the physical strength. He has
mm,
admirable decision making. He has a deft first touch that so effectively evades opponents. He has close ball control, the pace to accelerate and start an attack. I mean, this is a guy that you really want to be in this Manchester United side because of not only his technical ability, but his phenomenal work rate.
physicality, good in the air,
Yes.
very good finishing, by the way, Josh. Can score
Yeah.
outside the box.
True.
He's quite incredible. So yes, I do agree with you. He would be a great addition to Man United. And in
And
fact,
I like the
I
fact,
imagine comparing him with him playing. Of course, that's if we get good players. Again, I still do insist. If you have a player like Matthias Cunha as your 10, okay, yeah, maybe you can put Ganacho with him or Bruno Fernandes with him.
you
Okay,
and
him and
Garnacho.
Bruno Fernandes. Then you have a player like
No, he's
Gyökeres
a right.
ahead,
No, he's
in
a
front.
right-footed. He's a right-footed player. So I mean, Amorim prefers to play the two tens, one right-footed, one left-footed. So
Well, we've seen Bruno Fernandes just play both, whether left or
because
right
Bruno
footed.
Fernandes is good at
Yeah,
Manchester United, I mean, he will play everywhere.
he will play
But
everywhere.
another
So that's
thing,
why yeah.
I think United will have found themselves a perfect inside right-footed 10 if they were to
Mm,
sign him this summer. I do believe that there's another thing I like about him. He has an orientation of fast touch, which determines where he can advance into space.
mm,
I think which makes his runs from a wide position to in between the lines very effective. Not so many
mm.
players do that. It looks easy on the eye. I mean, for me, this is a guy that United could use, but he's currently at Wolves. I just don't know if United can actually snatch him up because the manager was also raving about him, and I
Oh
think
yeah, he gave him his flowers. He gave him his
yeah,
flowers.
he did give him his flowers. So I think he would be a right addition to Man United.
He gave him his flowers. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Yes, the preview: Manchester United versus Wolves. Josh, um, both teams are not doing so well. They are both not doing so well. United has 38. The other guys have only 35 points. And I understand United has been winningless in their last three Premier League matches, Josh. That is one draw and two losses. And of course, United this season, we've had a lot of inconsistency, Josh. 14 losses, Josh. 14. That is a club record, Josh, equaling last season's club. It's a just like last season, Josh. The defense is so poor, Josh. We have no players to convert, chances into goals. The players missing. We lack that dynamism. I mean, we lack that chemistry in the final third, Josh. Between, and our players are also very poor. I don't remember the last time uh, Rasmus Højlund just scored a goal. It's I think out of 25, he only has one goal. The same goes to Ganacho, our forwards. It's only been Joshua Zaks who has been trying, but still playing as a 10 just. So, and Wolves as well, Josh, 4 straight wins, by the way, including the victory over Spurs. Don't forget that. And it puts them in a better position, Josh. It puts them in a better position. We're talking about Cunha, Josh, his flair, when it comes to finishing, driving their charge out. He's quite incredible. And we all know they want to step out of the relegation zone, Josh. So, what do you think about those two teams? We're playing. Do you see us thriving? Do you see us beating, or it's going to be a home and away defeat, just like Newcastle?
It will be a very difficult game for us because, like I told you earlier, we do not have the physicality that Wolves has, and we've just played. We played a game on
Oh yeah.
Thursday.
In fact,
We
Amarim
played a
talked
game
about
on
playing,
Thursday, so
giving
I
kids.
mean,
Yeah.
we're coming back. Yeah, we're coming back on Sunday to play a game, but we have players who are not that fresh. But you would think that you have to rest a few players, so you may have players like Kobe Maino starting the game, but. As you have seen this season, Kobe Maino is not really a guy who starts really quickly after an injury, because when he came back during that Everton game, you would see that he was very slow, and he needed a few games to get into his groove. But you can think that maybe the goal that he scored will give him some a bit of joy and confidence coming into this one, because if Aiden Heaven were available, he would be starting this game. They would be resting a player like Lenny Yoro and a few of them, because we need to rotate those players. The manager did say that we shall focus on the Europa League. The fans must know that we are going to focus on the Europa League. So that means that we shall be seeing a few new faces in the Man United squad. And I don't think that for me, I've always believed whomever is chosen to play for Manchester United should be good enough to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
So,
correct. I do agree with you.
but we shall struggle. I don't think this will be an easy game for us.
No, it's not going to be an easy game, Josh. We still have fatigue. The boys played extra time, 120 minutes. So, as you said, and as Amarim hinted, we are going to see more kids getting chance. That is also very good. I would love to see Chido Obi Martin handed a debut. Starting debut. That would be really, really great. Harry Amas, yes, I would love to see him. I don't know whether Toby Collier is back, but I would love to see him on the ball. Patrick Dogu is still raw. I don't mind him playing.
Yeah.
He's still Rogers. He's still very, very raw.
Yeah.
So
It's very
then you
raw.
have players like Lenny Euro. Oh, no, he needs to rest. Maybe come off the
Yeah.
bench, because remember
He
he
should
was
rest.
hit in the head. You remember?
Yo, yo,
I thought we had
yo.
lost him.
That
I thought
Phil
we had
Jones
lost him.
like that Phil Jones like
Even Matic also at
bloke.
one point did that.
So did
Not
Gavi.
Matic. Was it Matic? No, Delict. Delict
Yeah.
also, but yeah, more like Phil Jones. So yeah, I would love to see him play. I would love to see him come through. And all those kids come through. Patrick Konkoki. By the way, Josh, Max
Goodwill Konkoki.
Godwill Konkoki. Max, what's the other name? Odeni.
Oyedebele.
Yeah,
Oyedele. Oyedele.
Oyedele is. It looks like he's leaving at the end of this season, Josh.
He
But he
left.
lives. He left? No,
Max Oyedele. He left. He left. He's playing, I think, in Netherlands.
no, he
We
had left.
we,
Was it a
we
permanent deal?
actually, yeah,
Because
we
today I
actually
saw news saying, by the way, happy birthday to
we
Kobe Mino.
actually
He turns 20 years today. Uh,
uh,
News
we
is
actually played his team in the Europa League.
really
Yeah,
no.
we
It
did
is
play
Max
against his
Oyedele
team.
live to. Was it a permanent? No, I think it was on loan.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm
A
not so sure.
midfielder, Max Oyedele. A
Yeah,
midfielder.
because I saw news today that there's a sell back clause. I'm not so sure. Anyway, I'll check it out. But I think it was a loan deal then, and it's now being a permanent deal. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. We are still looking at the preview Man United versus Wolves. Um, Of course, Josh has just told us we lost to Wolves 2-0. Was it on Boxing Day last season? And we're still very poor, 38 points with 6 games. Josh left, I mean, left guarantee. Then we have Wolves with also 35 games. Josh, I still want to look at that game, Josh. You've told us how lethal Cunha is. Uh, how do you think Amarim is going to set up, Josh, with the boys having played 120 minutes? You've given us hints on the boys that are going to come through, the players that we might see on the pitch, because I think Casemiro needs to rest. Ugarte needs to rest. Fernandez and Dallo, I don't know, those guys are built different, by the way. They never show fatigue. But Dallo also needs to sit out some games. I know he scored the second goal, but he's been uh, uh, he's been uh, he's been rusty this season, Josh. He hasn't really given me that
But then
Dallo
again,
that I
why?
always want to say.
Where would you want to take out Dallo now when
Mm.
he has been rusty all season and you've been playing him?
No,
Now that
no,
he has even
Josh,
gotten a
just for
goal
him,
to boost his confidence, and again you
just for
take
him
him
to
out of the
no,
team.
no, taking him out doesn't mean that he's not a good player, but for him to to recharge, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he looks like a player who recovers really well. And for me, I think some senior players should stay in the side, even if
Mm,
you do rotate. So I think Fernandez will be one of those players, and Dallo would be one of those players. Luke
mm,
Shaw might start this game, depending on how well he is at the moment. Luke
mm,
Shaw might start this game at left-sided centre back,
mm,
and Mazraoui went off with a knock.
mm.
So Lenny Euro might be asked to deputize, since Aiden Heaven doesn't look to be fit already. Then
Yep,
in midfield, I think we shall have Kobe Mainu. We
yep.
shall have Kobe Mainu and either of Ugarte or Kobe Mainu and Ericsson, or Kobe Mainu and Fernandez. Then Ericsson plays as the inside 10 with
Mm, mm.
Ganacho, and then Rasmus Hoyland. The wing backs, Patrick Dogu. Harry Yamas might start as a left wing back, because he did have a decent outing the last time out. He
I
had a
think he needs
decent
more game
outing.
time,
So
Josh. Those kids needs more game time. And where are all these? I want to see Chido Obi Martin starting, Josh. I really want to see him starting.
yeah, me too. Me too. I would
I want to see
prefer
him starting
Chido,
because
but
Chido Obi Martin.
I think he did play some minutes, but
When? No, he
he got
played
a
only once,
setback.
right?
Yeah,
When we
yeah,
were
yeah. He
playing
got
against Arsenal. Was it Arsenal? I don't remember what team it was.
Fulham, but I think he got a setback and he was taken out of the team.
Yeah, he was taken out. Then all the other games he's been playing. He has featured twice, by the way, I think in the Premier League on the
Yeah,
bench,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he wasn't used. I hope he gets time. I hope he plays. I would
Yeah,
love to
but
see him play.
Ruben Amorim said this is not the right time for the kids to be playing, and
Mm,
he has a point to make. I agree with him. I mean, the kids that you want to bring into your side, you would prefer to bring him into your side when your side is playing very well and winning games. So
mm.
they're not scared to make mistakes and things like that, but they're going to be thrown in at the deep end.
Well, I don't know. I would 'cause I don't want to risk our players. I know it's unavoidable. Look at Joshua Zaxi. Just when he was picking up, putting the
I know,
pieces together, he's out for the rest of the season. Quite disappointing. Very,
I
very
know.
disappointing. Yeah. So let's wait and see how things will work out. But
But there is
of
a return of Ahmad Diallo, who will come back by the 30th of this month. So, I mean, in that first leg, he should
oh,
be
he's
able to
training.
play.
I've seen him training.
Yeah, he should be able to play in that first leg
Yeah, he should be. There's
against Athletic
Max.
Bilbao.
Max. Not. Why am I thinking about Max? Who? This kid defender we got from Arsenal, 1.5 million. Aiden Heaven.
Aiden, yeah,
It looks like he might also be back. Oh, I would love to see Aiden Heaven play. My God, the
true.
boy gave me
Uh,
chills.
Ruben Amorim tells you that you have to trust these kids, because when he played Aiden Heaven, I mean, he was giving him minutes, but now Aiden Heaven is his player. He does
Mm,
believe that this is a player he will have to use going forward. So, I mean, maybe you've solved even a position. You've solved some money in what would have been you going to the summer and looking for a player for that position. So yeah,
Mm.
Aiden Heaven is ready to play, and
Let's wait and
that
see.
that position will be actually very interesting, because the next season we shall have Lisandro Martinez back, and Aiden Heaven, and Diego Leon, and Dogu. At least we shall have two players for each position at the back.
It will be nice. It will be nice. I can't wait for next season, man. I cannot wait for next season. I think it will be quite thrilling. We will be seeing more. New players. I know
Because we shall
players like
have
Casemiro.
we
We
shall
shall
have
have the leaked. Mm.
and Maguire at the center. Then Aiden Heaven and Lisandro Martinez. Then Lenny Yoro and Mazraoui. Then left wing back Diego Leon, Harry Amas, and Patrick Dogu.
Mm,
Then
mm, mm.
it's the right wing back that we need to have another player. But for me, I would say Amad Diallo and Diogo Dallo. Then in 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 the inside tens, I hope we get Cunha.
I hope we get Cunha, man. I hope we
Yeah,
get
I do
Gyökeres.
hope
I
we
know.
get Cunha.
I know you're a Victor guy.
Yeah,
Rasta
I like
Stokes was
Victor
also telling me the
Osimhen.
same thing. But man, I'm all. Give me Gyökeres. Put
I
Cunha
like Victor
behind him.
Osimhen. Victor
Put
Osimhen has done it
put
longer
Fernandez and
than.
Cunha behind Gyökeres. Okay,
Yeah,
get
but
another.
Victor.
Get Ederson from where? From Atlanta. Add him in the mix. Pair him with Ugarte. Get Amad Diallo coming in as a right wing back. Give us Patrick Dogu. That's if he picks up very well. Give me the Ligt and another center back here. We can have, I don't know, Josh, Lisandro Martinez if
Licha,
he's fit. That's
Licha,
okay.
Licha, Delict, and Lenny Yoro.
And Lenny Yoro and
Yeah.
Mazarawi. How about Mazarawi, Josh?
Oh, Licha, Delict, Mazraoui.
Yeah, but anyway,
Then
I mean,
Lenny Yoro is back
b-
up to Mazraoui.
yeah, back up to. I think we would be. That would be juicy. That would be good, juicy. But Josh, I also think we need two more CBs.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no,
Josh,
no,
we
no,
need
no, no,
CBs. Josh,
no, no,
look
no,
at how
no,
we are fidgeting right now.
no,
Imagine
no,
if
no, no, no,
Lenny
no,
Yoro.
no,
Josh,
no, 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 no.
Josh,
We
we
don't.
need. Okay, we have Diego Leon coming, 17 year, or he'll be
Maybe
18.
one, maybe one.
No, two,
You take
Josh.
Lindelof. You take Lindelof out.
The leaked is injury prone. Maguire is also
No,
not. He's not going to give you three. No, seriously, Josh.
let me tell you some.
Look at how
We
we're
can,
struggling to find Lisandro Martinez replacement. We had
but
Aiden Heaven.
yeah,
He also got injured,
yes, exactly.
but
But
he's
you
not
can
playing
have.
right now.
You can't buy six players in the same position because they'll get injured.
No,
You
Josh.
just
I
hope
said
that
that
they don't
because
get
we are
injured.
letting go of some players.
Yeah,
Actually,
we're
like the
letting go.
midfield. The midfield
No,
needs three players. Casemiro and Ericsson are going.
first leave the midfield. The
Mm,
defense that you're talking about. We get rid of Lindelof. We get a
okay,
replacement for Lindelof. We
correct.
get rid of Johnny Evans. We don't
Mm-hmm,
need a replacement for Johnny Evans because we already did get one in who in Aiden Heaven. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Then at the point that we get
Don't
rid
tell me
of
you're
Luke
thinking about
Shaw,
Luke Shaw. Yeah. See,
no, at the point we get rid of Luke Shaw is when we can
okay.
bring in another player.
I do not
We
count
don't
Luke
need,
Shaw to be available, man. Toilet paper bones. That guy is
yeah, but
always injured. He
we
comes
don't
back,
need,
plays. Sometimes he even gets injured on the grass. You're back. He's back from the sick bay. He's doing physio. He gets injured again. This.
yeah,
How
but
many games has he played this season? I don't think he even makes 10 games, and
yeah,
he's on
but
a
I
payroll.
don't,
He still
I
has
don't think
2.5 years left. Oh, painful.
reason we cannot buy two more defenders. He's still on our books, so you have to get rid of him before you can bring in someone else.
I love Casemiro, by the way. I still think he's one of the reasons that's why we won the game
Yeah,
against
yeah, 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 yeah.
Leon. He's
That's don't
been.
you see? Don't you see that?
Would you want him to
How,
stay, Josh?
of
If
course, of course.
what how about
Just
if good suitors come and they're buying him?
no,
Would you
he
want him to
goes.
stay?
He
Obviously.
leaves. He leaves. He
Oh, okay.
leaves. He leaves.
Yeah,
He
I would
leaves.
also
But
prefer for him to go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He leaves. He's moved on. He's moved on. We need more energy in the team.
Mm,
Casemiro is a very good player, but you can see that he can only apply himself very well when he's playing in the European League, because
mm,
the European League, the teams are not physical. They're not very quick. and
Yeah, it's
things
not
like
like in the
that.
Premier League. Mm.
Yeah, they give us a lot of space on the pitch and things like that, so he has time to think before he plays the ball. So it is easier for him in Europe, but it's the Premier League that we must improve next season. So every decision that we are going to make in the summer is for the Premier League. Like Ruben
Mm.
Amorim did say, I mean, you you are looked at, you are a reflection of your position in the Premier League as a manager. It is the domestic league that counts most on how well you have done. So even if he does win the Europa League, but he does not set himself up to be able to compete in the Premier League next season, I don't think it would be a very good look on him. So I think Manchester United should do whatever it does,
Yeah.
thinking about how they can improve their season. And Casemiro leaving Manchester United for a more energetic midfielder is the way to go.
Casemiro leaving would be nice. I love him, but I'm just saying the wages, and everything.
To me,
The
it's not even
Ericsson
about the
leaving.
wages, but he's not it at this age. He's not
That's true.
it. If you were playing in another system with maybe three midfielders and stuff like that, maybe he could still do it. But
Mm.
with two midfielders, I think it is a big ask for him.
Mm. Sorry, I was watching something here, something funny. Josh, well, talking about midfielders, Josh, you have players like Job Bellingham, that is Jude Bellingham, his brother, plays for Bristol City. He has 4 goals and 3 assists. Josh, he's a midfielder. Rumor is the scouts, United scouts, keep on, going for matches every time he's playing. Then you also have Atlanta's Ederson, the Brazilian, 3 goals and 1 assist. Josh, this season. Job is only 19 years old, Josh, and
Yeah,
you have the Ederson, 25 years old.
I would prefer Ederson, who is 25 years old with that bit of experience, because
Mm,
we already have young players in midfield. We have the Kobe Mainos, we have the Toby Colliers. I mean, these are players who are young, and you don't want to stifle their opportunities by getting another player who is 19 years old. But
mm,
for me, good as Kobe Mainu is, and Ganacho, if we did get good money for them in the window, these are players I can let go, because I don't see how they fit in the Ruben Amorim system. And Kobe Mainu is not the player with the talent that he has. He's not going to be the player who sits on the bench to come on in the 10 roles.
Who, Kobe Mino?
Yeah.
You would prefer him to be. It looks like he might.
That
Amorim is
that is
Amorim.
the that is the only position he can play in this team. He cannot play as a midfielder. He doesn't have the energy. He
He's
doesn't have the
slow.
pace. Yeah, he doesn't
Mm,
have the pace to play with only two midfielders,
mm, mm.
especially in the Premier League. He could be able to do it in another league, but the Premier League, everything is cutthroat, and you have to be. They keep you on your toes.
Let's wait and see how things turn out. Let's wait and see how things turn out. Rasta Stokes, what up? What up? What up, Rasta? What up, Rasta? Rasta is in the building. What up, Rasta man?
Yo, what up? What up, man? What up?
Yeah, we were chatting with him, and
Long
yes,
time, long time.
we're in that joyful mood, because of the game, Josh.
Yeah, it
you
was
know,
beautiful.
it was quite incredible, man. I hope, we live for days for moments like that. But when is the last time we had such a moment at Old Trafford? I think it's been over a decade.
On Thursday.
No, besides that, no,
I think Harry Maguire did score that too.
don't forget you're getting roasted by Muriel. So, Josh, he's talking about you.
Why are you roasting me, man?
He's talking about. He's talking about you.
Why does he want to roast me? As in
Well, your
Eric Ten Hag should have stayed.
yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, yeah, we will be Rasta, Rasta. We will be. We will
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shortly before the match. We will be. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, you were talking about Kobe Mino briefly. I would prefer, if you don't mind, We talk about him. Yeah, Kobe Mino, Josh, you were telling me his position at Man United. You don't see him playing as a midfielder most of the time under Ruben Amorim. And I think Amorim has also said that he has tried out things and he thinks he's very good going forward. Because we all know he doesn't have the pace to play in the midfield. He doesn't have the legs, and we've seen him do very well when he's playing or joining the attack. He's 63 appearances for Man United, caps for England 10, started in the Euro 2024 Josh finals, by the way, won the Emirates FA Cup after scoring the winner, third in the Copa Trophy standings, Josh, and of course the standing goal against Wolves. Happy birthday to the one and only Kobe Mino, Josh. So you were saying you don't see him. I just wanted to boil you up, give you a few.
No, maybe
Boy
he
makes
can get
20
a
years.
maybe he can get a birthday gift tomorrow when he scores again against Wolves.
The other one was a pre-birthday gift,
Yeah.
a warm up.
But the thing is, do you see Kobe Mainu playing in that midfield at United? And do you see Kobe Mainu as the 10 in that 10 role of Ruben Amorim? Does he have what it takes to play in that role? I know
Mm,
it is difficult to judge him at the moment because he has not played in that role so often. He has just played a couple of games there or a couple of minutes there, and you can't really judge him. But he looks like a player who is very talented, and he's a player who is very talented, and he looks like a player who has the skill set to learn how to operate in a very tight spaces. He can already operate in tight spaces, but he looks like a player who can manage to develop into a very good 10. But
mm, mm, mm.
as at the moment, he's not a very good 10.
Okay, now, Josh, where do you want him to be, Josh? Where would you prefer to have Amorim put him?
Out of the club,
Mino?
yeah, you can get a better player.
Josh, are you
He
serious,
is
man?
so talented. He is so talented, and you want to keep him at the club. You want
Mm,
him to play in that 10 role, but you have to wait. Okay,
mm,
you have to wait. Now that you have a young squad, you must know that your number 10 is a player who is developing to learn to play that trade. If you
mm,
want
mm,
things to happen fast for you, next season, then Kobe Mainu is not the player you keep. But if you keep Kobe Mainu next season playing as the 10, I mean, by the end of the season, he will be ready. By next
mm,
season, he will be ready and he would be a phenomenal player. So it depends on the priorities that the manager sets out for himself. Remember, he's on a 2.5 year contract. He has to think about the security of his job.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. But hasn't he just renewed his contract or not yet?
No, not yet. No, not Kobe Maino.
No, yeah, Amorim. You're talking
Ruben
about Amorim.
Amorim. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but I'm saying Kobe. I think he's staying. I don't see him leaving, honestly speaking.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim has to keep the security of his job. He has to get the right players, and United right now does not really have money.
But it's
It
not
does not
easy,
really have
Josh.
money, and the
It's not.
players that might be able to get us money is Ganacho and Kobe Maino.
Kobe Mino. But it's not easy to get those academy players out. We've seen the rumor, even right now, is still buzzing about Marcus Rashford after his uh, the match. I mean, yeah, I think he's had around two performances, good performances, and the
Yo,
rumor
bro,
is.
bro, let me tell you some. Like I
Let
told
me
you
say something,
before.
Josh.
Okay, sorry.
A minor being an academy boy, joined Man United at the age of 6, Josh. Progress through the youth ranks. Yeah, key role in the 2022 FA Youth Cup, triumph. Scored twice, by the en route to the final. He won the Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year in 2022-23. We saw him have his debut in the senior team in January 2023 in the 3-0 EFL win over Charlton Athletic, Josh. Then later came on, was it in February against Leicester City? So I'm just trying to show you how hard it is for these academy boys to be. You're saying what's happening at Liverpool right now. The fact that Trent Arnold is leaving for free. Now, we don't want that,
Yeah.
Josh, to happen. My
No,
point
not for
is,
free, but
my point is him going after leaving Rashford is an academic guy. He has already left, and
He
right
hasn't
after
left.
that,
He's on loan.
well, he's going to go. I think he's going to go. He doesn't want to come back. He made it clear. Not yet publicly, but we also the interview. He said he's ready for a new challenge. So I mean, you already have one academic guy out, and you want another player. Are you ready to contain the news if things go south?
That's what I
They're
was
already
going to tell you.
they're already
That's what I
blaming
was
us
going to
about
tell
Marcus
you.
Rashford. Mm,
That's what I was going to tell you. That is the old Man United mentality.
mm,
Like I've always told you, we may not be doing well in the league, but we remain as the poster boys for
mm,
marketing of the Premier League. Whatever happens at Manchester United is a mountain. So they make mountains out of molehills for their dailies. And
mm,
the tabloids like that because things are happening at Manchester United. But for me, doesn't it make business sense if Kobe Mino, with all the things that he won at the club invested in such a talent, and the talent is going to give them 50 million quid.
well,
As
it's
in
50.
yes, there is a return. There is a return of pure profit of 50 million quid in this player that they've nurtured and made sure he's ready for this stage and stuff like that.
Mm,
So to me, it is, apart from losing a proper talent, that the club has lost a proper talent and you're not ready to buy players. But if you're very concerned about what the media is going to say about the decisions you make at the club, then you're doing no better than Ed Woodward. I mean, you shouldn't be concerned with that. You should be concerned with what the team is actually going to achieve.
mm.
So the decisions that are made should be in the best interest of the football club, and not whether the media and a couple of pundits in the UK would undress because United has sold an academy player.
Just with the media.
No, but they do this all the time. You know that, though.
I know. You and the media have something against each other.
No, they have
Seriously.
shit against me because they have shit against my club.
Yeah, but anyway, let's wait and see. I still think it would be, it would create a fuss us selling him. I don't know, Josh. I just think
My man is here.
it's not an easy thing. Rasta.
What's good? I heard you talking some nonsense. Talking about we must sell Kobe Mino. I'm taking 5 minutes from work to come here and address you on that, bro. Don't you ever say nothing like that again about Kobe Mino, the man who equalized us, the man that equalized us. Don't you ever say nonsense like that again. How
Tell
dare
him,
you
tell
say
him,
that?
tell him.
How dare you talk about sell Kobe Mino? Bro, don't you ever say that again.
But you
Tell the
see,
man that equalized the goal, you crazy?
no, Rasta, I know at the moment it's very difficult to comprehend, but when you look at Kobe Mino in
Comprehend, bro. We're 14th. We need every able body right now, bro. Listen, the only thing I'm accepting. This is the only thing I'm accepting. We go to that final, lift that trophy. That's the only thing I'm like accepting. I know it's gonna be difficult. I know it's gonna be hard, bro. But listen, where there's a will, there's a way, bro. Like we went through torture, bro. I watched that game. I was fuming,
I,
fuming. I was happy, smiling. I'm like, okay, we're gonna come back in the second half and we're gonna bury them. No, they buried us with 10 men, bro. And if it wasn't for that penalty, that glimpse of hope, and then Kobe Maney come with that huge, bro. Don't ever say stuff like that again,
yeah,
man.
no. But by the way, don't get me wrong. He's a very talented player. He has the composure out of this world. But me, I am ready to wait for Kobe Mino next season to develop as a 10. Isaac is not ready for that. Isaac wants Matias Cunha to come and play where Kobe Mino is going to play. And Kobe Mino doesn't look like a player who is going to sit on the
Bro, when
bench.
I see them, when I see them, he was a threat. He was a threat. I say he was a 10, a threat in the box, a threat in the box.
Yeah,
Remember, he scored that same goal against Liverpool and that same goal against
against
Wolves. I'm
Wolves.
like,
Yeah,
mm,
he has a
yo,
knack for it.
this guy is better off as a 10.
Yeah, sure.
He's better.
Who, him?
Sure,
Yeah,
he's better
he's
off as
better
a
off as a
10.
10.
He's
Yes.
not ready though. He's not ready though, but he's better off as a 10.
Yeah,
That's the
because
only position he can play.
I forgot which team again we played in Europa, and bro, he gave an assist to Dallo, right? And then boom, he scored the winning goal. He scored that winning goal. Bro, for me, bro, Kobe Mano remind me of Clarence Seedorf, bro.
Oh
For
yeah, yeah,
some
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
some reason, bro, because Clarence Seedorf could have played anywhere, bro. So
He does. He does.
that's mini Seedorf right there.
He does, but he does not have the pace Seedorf had,
Yeah,
and
bro,
not yet the physicality.
I get that, and I understand that he doesn't have the pace that
But the
Seedorf
brain,
has,
the football brain, is up there.
but the football brain and the IQ is there, bro. And like you said, he will develop. So
Rasta,
don't you?
Rasta,
Yeah, yeah.
Rasta. Next season, next season. If
Uh huh.
suitors come and they are giving you 50 million pounds for Kobe Mino, would you let
No,
him go?
no, no,
Nope.
no, no.
Ganacho, 50 million pounds.
Garnacho's really starting to get on my nerves. So maybe because he's not burying his chances, bro. Any chance Kobe gets, he takes it and he buries it, bro. Every
Sure,
time Kobe
sure.
comes on the pitch, he got it. He gets a chance, he buries it, buries it. You feel me? But bro, Kobe Mano, bro, that's our Clarence Seedorf right there, bro. Hell no,
Not just yet, not
absolutely
just
not.
yet. But yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, in the 10 role, I'm willing to wait for him to develop. By the season after
Mhm.
the next, he will be the ideal player for Man United in that 10 role.
Yeah,
But next season, he will be struggling a bit because
but
he has
but
to
but
get used to that position anyway.
I can't stay any longer. But I'm gonna say this, then go. Listen, Athletic Bilbao are no pushovers, and the
Yeah.
manager
Yeah,
said in his press
the,
conference, right,
the
that
Inaki boys.
that he's putting everything in the Europa League. So maybe Bruno will get some rest. Maybe Dalo will get some rest. Maybe Ahmad come back. Listen, we need every
Every
Arsenal,
player. That is
every
true.
player, every player except Luke Shaw, because I don't know what the hell was he doing on the pitch yesterday? Because I'm like,
I think he's trying to get
why
his
don't
He,
fitness back. It's not fair,
yeah, but
honestly.
he
I
can
know
tell
he's
bro,
you,
bro,
sacked.
bro, bro,
he
bro,
can tell
bro,
you he
bro, bro,
contributed to
bro,
the
bro,
goal.
bro,
He was
bro, bro,
involved.
bro, bro. Listen. To me, Luke Shaw does not exist. He's just a space. He's just occupying space right now. That man don't exist. He's
I think
never
we still do have
available.
him on 2 years. I think we
I
still
can't
do have
wait for
him on
that
2 years.
contract to expire, bro.
I
I can't
know,
wait
I
for his.
know.
I can't. Yo. Listen, bro. But all I
He's
gotta
taken
say,
like two seasons off.
we got more than 2 seasons. We got to be careful of Athletic Bilbao because Nico Williams and his brother is dangerous. I watched the
That is
Liga,
very
bro.
true. That is
Yeah,
I
very.
watched
Their
the Liga.
midfield is also good. Their midfield is also good.
Yes,
Their
yes.
midfield
but
is
So
also good.
Nico Williams can turn you
right now,
around.
what if we have to do the dark arts on both legs? The dark arts on both legs because, bro, I want us to lift that trophy, bro. Listen, that'll be the third season in a row we lift a
Bro,
trophy.
I
Because,
want us
bro,
to be in
I
UCL next
know.
season. you
yes,
know?
bro, listen. I do not want Arsenal to lift a trophy. I don't want them to lift a trophy. I want to have the right and say, yo, listen, that's the third season in a row. 3 seasons, 3 trophies. You see my
Mm.
figures? 3 seasons, 3 trophies. So that is what I want, bro. So
But
let's hope and pray.
I think we're going to do it because for me, with Amad Diallo back, at least we have more
Bro,
in our attacking impetus.
and this is another thing, yeah. This is why I call out these Glenios, these Glazers, Glazonomics, whatever they want. In January, you want to bring in one player. We send out two attackers, and we
I
didn't replace
know,
an attack, and
I know.
we didn't say, oh no, let's get an attack, let's get an attacker. or a winger.
We had to
Somebody
get
that was
one.
gonna
Yeah,
somebody
we
that's
had
gonna
to get one.
bring.
We had to get one at the time. I really
Yo,
did think that we're going to get one.
what was the name of that player we was talking about early in the morning, bro? I forgot his name.
Victor, Victor, the Nigerian.
Victor Seaman,
Yeah, Osimhen.
Not Osimhen and the other guy from Leon.
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres,
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
Ryan, the
yeah,
21-year old
Chucky,
who squad. Yeah, Ryan Chucky, who
Ran
squad. I
Chucky
think, by the way, Josh, I would have Ryan
bro,
Chucky.
bro.
as
He
the
caused
left-sided
problems, bro.
10.
Yeah,
Yes, bro.
still 21 years old, Josh.
Bro,
Very,
bro.
very good. Did you see the way
Cause
he
us
ran through
problems,
our
bro.
players?
Bro, that man caused us problems both
A lot of
legs.
problems. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
shit. And it's only 25 minutes for his release clause. I'm like, yo, no, man, we need to grab this guy. I like how he play, but you know what I like too? I like the fact that at the end, Lacazette was crying. I like that. Funny Lacazette.
No,
he
by the way,
celebrated
Funny
way
man.
too early, man.
yeah, that was
How,
deserved for
how,
Lacazette.
dare,
That
how
was really
dare
deserved.
you do that to my goalkeeper, although he's crap?
Yo, that was deserved for Lacazette to cry. You
Actually,
know.
the best
Yes.
decision we can have in the summer, even before we do sign a striker, is letting go of Andre Onana.
But we have no
Mm,
suitors for him, Josh.
No, we just find a way to get rid of Andre Onana. You cannot win
mm.
big things when you do not have a goalkeeper.
Well, yo, guys, listen. I'll catch y'all later. But listen, just remind me about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
We will talk today. We'll talk today. Send
all
you.
right,
I'll send
and
you
listen,
everything.
and don't you dare disrespect Kobe Mano, bruv.
No
Our our
disrespect, bro.
our version our version of Clarence Seedorf. Yeah, man. No, no, no. All right, guys. Later.
Hi,
Cheers,
cheers,
bro.
bro.
One love. That was Rasta Stokes came in shortly after Josh. Tell about Kobe Miner. I told you, Kobe Miner has some. Josh, that's what I was talking about. We have other
I
fans too
know.
that are saying the same
No,
thing
me
about
too.
Marcus
Me
Rashford.
too.
You
Me,
know,
no,
I
no, no,
think he's
no,
a
no,
good
no.
player to be honest,
Marcus gotta
but the
go.
pace. Who?
No,
Yeah,
Marcus
Marcus
gotta
has to
go.
go.
Marcus
Marcus
gotta
has to
go.
go. I agree
Yeah,
with you. He
as
has
in
to go.
when
No
you
doubt.
clearly come out and you say you want to leave the club. I love Marcus Rashford. He's a player that I've had the most excuses for. I mean, there was a point that I actually, when Olgana Solskjaer signed for Man United, I did have the belief that this is the first time that Marcus Rashford is ever going to be coached, because maybe he got stability in the 3 years that Solskjaer was at the club than since he was 18 when he first made his debut, because every time he seemed to have settled at the club, the manager left. When Van Hal brings him to the club, I mean, he's playing very well and he's used to the methods of the manager. He's the first guy who was given him a bath into the team. He's let go, and quickly we get Jose Mourinho, who has a different style of football, but he still thrives under Mourinho for certain spells. But then
Mm,
again, he gets injured here and there. He plays through an injury and stuff like that. So I believe that for the longest of time, Marcus Rashford, about 4 or 5 years at the club, actually 4 years at the club, he was not between Van Hal and Jose Mourinho. He was not coached. But then
mm.
again, you have Olgana Solskjaer, who comes in and he's another guy who is not really.
Josh. Yeah. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Yeah, Josh. Josh has people disturbing. Well, anyway, guys, we're still talking about the game that is going to be happening very, very soon. That is tomorrow, the preview, Man United versus Wolves. It's a game I'm looking forward to. It's a game I'm looking. Don't worry, Josh is coming back. It's a game I'm looking forward to. And sorry, I just can't wait to. It would be really nice for us to win that game. We need to win all the last remaining games. Just let me know if you're ready, and yeah, whenever you're
Yeah, yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, superb. Yeah, the little one had taken over you.
Yeah, she sorry for that. I mean
No,
Yeah, they even I lost my thought.
I saw you. I was like, ooh, yeah, she's yeah, she owns that space. But yo, once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. We had Rasta Stokes checking in for a few minutes. Man came to fight for Kobe Mino. Who dares talk about Kobe Mino? That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, we will be streaming with him some of the times, or most whenever he's ready. Anyway, we have Aziz, also a Liverpool fan. We have Paul, who sometimes, occasionally features.
Barcelona fan.
Barcelona fan. He shifts from Madrid, rather from he had to shift from the Premier League to La Liga because he thinks the Premier League is really boring to him. But that's him. That's him. So maybe we will be having a few of those gentlemen most of the time here. So in case you see them, they are part of family. Do not get surprised. Yeah, Josh. Any few words for the game? Any
Yeah,
few?
I
Do you
don't
see
want
us
to
winning?
make a prediction of the game because I don't see us winning it.
Already? You've already made a prediction. You just didn't give the correct score, but you've
Yeah.
already made a prediction that we're losing.
No, for me, every Man United game, I watch it and do believe that we shall win the game, even when the odds are stacked against us, like tomorrow's game.
Well, that's quite sad,
Yeah,
just quite sad. Once again,
but I
guys,
do
please do
believe. I
subscribe.
believe.
Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, guys. By the way, please do subscribe. Hit the smash and like button. Become part of the family. Become part of the Sports Just family. Get into the comment section, regardless of what team you're supporting. Bring all the vibes. Turn up the heat, and yeah, let's make the stream more interesting. Our Twitter family. Shout outs to you, everyone on Twitter. Of course, YouTube always. You know Maximum respect. And yeah, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, an hour before the game, or probably 90 minutes before the game. We will see. We shall have Rasta Stokes because he says he's available. I don't know whether the man himself, Liverpool, but you know, the only problem is every time we bring Aziz, being a Liverpool fan, and they almost have their hands on the EPL. He wants us to be down here, and he wants to be up there. That's Aziz for you,
It's
throwing
okay. Let
banter,
him
everything in
come.
our face.
Let him come. It's a small team that won a game, that won a trophy in a boardroom. After winning a trophy in a boardroom, they're going to first to win their first Premier League title. So they should
Josh,
be
you're talking
excited.
about Liverpool. You're
Yeah, yeah,
calling
yeah.
Liverpool a small team. Aziz,
Yeah,
you're
they
calling
are.
Liverpool a small team. How
They
are they a
are.
small team, Josh?
It's very difficult for you to
You're still giving them
get
that
that
jab that they
long.
won the 2020, the Premier League in COVID during COVID time. Well, they're just
Yeah,
winning now when there's no COVID, no pandemic, and everything, and
exactly.
by miles.
And it has taken them what, 35 years
So
to
you don't
win a
count. You
league
don't think the
title.
other EPL. You don't, Josh. They won a
No, to win
trophy.
a league title without making people sick. I mean, the whole world had to be sick for them to win a title. I mean, players had to, be tested every every other day before they played football games. So, I mean, maybe it takes away something when they draw your blood every now and then.
Aziz is not going to be happy, Josh.
But it's all good. It's all good. Congratulations on the championship elect. Because yeah, it's just a matter of time that they win their title. But I hope that United does not take that long
Well,
before they win a title.
Aziz is not going to be happy, Josh, about this.
But
Honestly,
Aziz knows. Aziz is a very
understanding.
learned fellow. He knows these things are true. I mean, people had to be sick. People had to get injections and what and
I have to cut off
all
this
those
piece.
things.
Show it to you. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Officially signing out, Josh and Isaac, Aziz, and all other Liverpool fans. Peace. I'm forgetting Taji. That was not me. That was Josh. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Cheers.